Saan na siya?
You are bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh.
I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Another Bible hero who at the age of 75 got the call from God to leave his homeland and follow God into a strange land. Let's welcome the man of faith and the father of many nations,
Abraham.
Another Bible hero, he was one of the grandson of Abraham who lived in the land of Canaan. Let's welcome Joseph. Joseph was a man of insight who planned for the future. He did bring about the portion of God's blessing assigned to him. In the case of Joseph, God used him to preserve Jacob's family who were to become Israel. He was to use Israel to reveal himself to the nations of the world through the scriptures, but more importantly, to bring salvation to the world. Lots of people to receive. Joseph had a proper long-term perspective, even while in jail for a crime he didn't commit. Faithfulness while in jail and throughout all the turmoil, Joseph remained faithful to God and never wavered from his commitment to follow him. He brings all the resources of Egypt to make his family comfortable. He has become a sensitive, family-oriented man. We could understand the story as an illustration of how God works in the world. Dreams are a way to communicate with the divine or a way to communicate with the deepest parts of ourselves.
This bow and hope for I believe those of God. If you're honest man, let one of the weapons be confined the prison house and go carry grains to the famine of your houses.
Another Bible hero, the biggest man in the world. Please help me welcome. Huwag guess, mga kaigsunan. Moses. While he is a hero, Moses was a leader who inspired others to imagine a new and more just future. He stood up to power and led his people from a state of bondage towards a new destiny. Moses is the most important Jewish prophet. He is traditionally credited with writing the Torah and with leading Israelites out of Egypt and across the Red Sea. If there are heroes in the Bible, there are also heroines in it. She was a caregiver, protecting and looking out of the interests of those in her care. As a caregiver, could that be why she was bitter with God for a time? Because those he had given her to care for were taken from her by death. Please help me welcome Naomi. Naomi is a common Jewish name from the Old Testament. And Naomi is Ruth's mother-in-law.
my daughter, why will you come with? Are there still sons in my womb that they marry your husband? Look, your sister-in-law has gone to your people and to your sons. Return back to your sister-in-law. Entreat me not to leave you as the back to leave you. For where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God.
Another Bible hero, he was the second king of Israel and was known both as a great fighter and the sweet singer of Israel, the source of poems after God's own heart. David. Another Bible heroine, a woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance. In her handsomeness and wisdom were wed. She had brains and as well as beauty. Today, many women try to cultivate beauty and neglect their brains. A lovely face hides an empty mind. But with Abigail, loveliness and intelligence went hand in hand, with her intelligence emphasizing her physical attractiveness. A beautiful woman with a beautiful mind, as she had, is surely one of God's masterpieces.
Please do not regard this scoundrel Nabal, my lord, for is his name so it is. His name is Nabal, and the folly is with him.
Please be the Lord, God of Israel, who sent you this day, to meet me, because you have to keep me from coming to bloodshed and from avenging myself.
Another Bible hero, he was considered to be the wisest man who ever lived. God gifted him with an unsurpassed wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let's welcome King Solomon. Next to present the beautiful heroine and queen in Shushan.
Let us hear the whole usual pattern. So this is the whole Judaism pattern.
We next to present the beautiful heroine and queen in Shushan. Please help me welcome Queen Esther. Esther submitted to God. She had wisdom. She never abused her authority. She loved God and had strong faith. She has courage and showed humility and patience. She remains an example of bravery. She faced fear and did what was right. Demonstrate her faithfulness and urges us to be brave.
Go and gather all the Jews who are present in Shushan and fast for me. Neither eat nor drink for 3 days. And thy maids and I will do likewise. And so I will go to the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish.
Another Bible hero, he was often considered to be the most important person after Jesus in the history of Christianity. His epistles, letters, have had enormous influence on Christian theology, especially on the relationship between God, the Father, and Jesus, and on the mystical human relationship with the divine. He was a skillful writer, debater, and public speaker. Please help me welcome the greatest among Jesus' disciples, Paul.
considered that the suffering of this the same time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Another Bible heroine. She was cleansed by Jesus of 7 demons, and she financially aided him in Galilee. She was one of the witnesses of the crucifixion and burial of Jesus. And famously, she was the first person to see him after the resurrection. Please welcome Mary Magdalene.
Maria Magdalene.
But I did see him. I did. Yes. He took to me and called me Mary. I would know his voice anywhere. He told me and he was going back to his Father in heaven. Please believe me.
Another Bible heroine, she was a virgin betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph. Let's welcome Mary, the human mother of Jesus on earth. The last but not the least Bible heroine, let's welcome Tabitha or Dorcas.
Hello everybody. My real name was Tabitha, but the people of Chupa gave me a nickname Dorcas, meaning gazelle or antelope. But I know why. Because I was always running as quickly as I could from one needy person to another. They also call me the light of Chupa Church because I was thinking of new ways of showing kindness to others.